Welcome my good smiling friends, Ify here. Today I'm going to do a quick review about an Avon fragrance. Avon used to be very popular in my country when I was a teenager, even more popular than the designer brands. And their fragrances were actually quite good for the price. And one of my favorites was Black Suede Dark. Now I have this bottle for a long time now and it looks like this. I even lost the cap. But the scent itself, even to this day, I have never smelled anything like this. It's a leather fragrance, which is also fresh, but it's more for the teenagers. So it's kind of the teenager bad boy kind of scent. And I like it because, like I said, I haven't smelled anything like this and the performance is good and the price is again good. And when I saw a new release in this line called Black Suede Dark, I got triggered immediately. Also, after checking on Fragrantica that people compared this to Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford, and because this costs around £10 and maybe if one of your family members or friends is an Avon representative, he can get a discount and you can buy this even lower than £10. So for that price, I thought, this is gonna be one of those hidden gems, though one of those great discoveries. People don't really know about this one, so I had high expectations. So I blind bought this. Let's first take a look at the bottle, right? It's not that different from Black Suede Dark, and I have to mention that I did not smell the original Black Suede, only Black Suede Dark. But the bottle of Black Suede Dark goes from total black to see-through black on the bottom. Now let's talk about the scent, right? And the notes, if you look upon the notes on their website, and I have to criticize Avon for this, they only mention 3 notes. Top note is cardamom, middle note is leather, and base note is vetiver. I'm getting more than just that. They are not accurate. I mean, on Fragrantica, they say top notes, fruity notes, middle notes, leather, and base note, vetiver, and that's more accurate because in the opening what I get from this is fruity notes, and more exactly I'm getting the bubblegum vibe. Unfortunately for me, this was not a pleasant surprise because this is again the typical DNA, not exactly like Invictus or 1 Million, but definitely Avon's attempt on modernizing this scent. Even though in the background this has a dated feeling to it, and that's in the opening. Again, this bubblegum effect, but you have to wait a couple of seconds after you spray it because this has lots of alcohol. So after 15 to 20 seconds this is starting to settle down and you can actually tell how this smells like. After about half an hour, the fruitiness aspect of the fragrance remains, the sweetness remains, but it's not going to be of a high quality, but you're going to get the leather. At that point, the leather starts to show up. And it does smell similar to Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, not in a way that you could say this is a clone. I mean, it's a leather-based scent, that's for sure, but not a clone. I would say it has the vibe maybe of Tom Ford Tuscan Leather, but that's it. It's a combination of a smoky leather effect with the bubblegum effect, and for me this doesn't really work very well. I mean, maybe if this was made by a higher end designer brand or even a niche brand, maybe this would work out, but for Avon, this thing, the way this fragrance smells, to me it was a bit of a letdown. But for the price, again, I wasn't that disappointed. What's the biggest letdown of this fragrance? It's the performance. I mean, considering these notes, the sweetness, the bubblegum, the leather, the smokiness, this should have lasted. But no, it doesn't actually project that good. The lasting power may be okay, 4 or 5 hours. If I had to compare these two, a quick comparison, I would say I still prefer the Black Suede Dark. I mean, this even has better performance, even though it's fresher. It doesn't have that smoky leather, but this is fresher and again more unique. This is actually the first blind buy that I didn't like this year. and luckily this wasn't an expensive fragrance. If you have tried this one, please leave a comment below. I want to know what's your opinion on this fragrance. I already told you mine. And until the next video, keep smelling great.